Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you have an amazing day. Please do subscribe, like and comment if you want to support my channel or join my Discord. Thank you. Okay, let's jump to the story right away.
In the previous chapter, Jin Yenshin, who was bitten by venomous snake, fell unconscious when the venom reacted. Jing Xiao tries to cut open his trouser wanting to treat his wound. When she cut open the trouser, she notices that the wound is swelling and darkened, which means that the wound is still infected because the venom is still in his body. Even it was treated before.
The wound is getting worse. Although the treatment has been done before, after all the snake venom is still in his body.
If the venom spreads all over his body, the consequences will be unimaginable, and Jin Yenshin may die. Looking at his sweaty forehead and painful look, she couldn't help but to worry his condition. Jing Xiao feels that she must save him whatever it takes.
No matter what, saving life is the most important thing.
After some consideration, and she couldn't just watch Jin Yenshin die in front of her eyes, she decides to do something to save his life. It turns out she tries to suck the dark blood out of his infected leg. This act is dangerous and not recommended. Please don't imitate this if someday you encounter the same accident. A few moments later, the snow has already stopped and the sky is clear. In the cave, Jin Yenshin gradually gained his consciousness only to find Jing Qiao is sitting at the corner of the cave.
You woke up?
Although his complexion looks better, he still has no strength to move. He calls out Jing Qiao's name.
Jing Qiao?
Jing Qiao, who is sitting at the corner, then responds to him with a faintly smile.
Yeah, I'm here. Don't worry, it's almost done. I believe Fu Wenchen should be coming for us soon.
He learned that his wound is retreated and wonder about the venom extraction method.
You bandaged me, then the snake venom.
Jing Qiao smiles faintly and tells him the truth bluntly.
I sucked it out for you.
And advise him to get it cleaned up again when return.
But there should still be residues. When you go back, you still need to get it. Are you crazy? Do you know how dangerous it was? If you have a wound in your mouth, even you will be poisoned. Even without a wound, a snake venom can easily pass through the cells of the mouth. Did you know that? Then,
wearing her cute expression and teary eyes, Jing Qiao then replies that she couldn't watch him die without doing anything.
I couldn't just watch you die.
Seeing her cuteness and hearing what she felt, Jin Yenshin stops scolding her in his heart meltdowns.
you...
Jin Yenshin can only sigh and feel helpless facing this foolish young woman.
You're really dumb enough.
He grabs Jing Qiao's backpack, passing it to her.
Get out of here as soon as the sun rises. It's been snowing whole night. The road will be difficult to walk. You have to be careful. I've already filed the signal, so that we'll just be here waiting for the rescue. Rescue won't be coming. You can only have a chance to survive if you go out by yourself. What?
Hearing that the rescue team won't be coming, Jing Qiao is very shocked. She couldn't leave Jin Yenshin die alone in the cave. Meanwhile, at Fu Wenchen's manor, helipad, Fu Wenshen is ready to board to the heli in order to rescue Jin Yenshen. So he finally made up his mind, thanks to his butler.
Is the location confirmed? It is confirmed that it is the intersection of X and Z in the area A. There is a cave there where they should have spent the night last night. Okay, tell terrorist search and rescue team to follow. Yes.
When he is about to board, all of a sudden someone calls out his nickname.
Ajahn,
Fu Wenshen turns around his head.
where are you going?
It turns out it's Jiang Hao Tian rushes over to him.
I'm going to rescue Yansen.
Hao Dian has never expected his Ah Chen to change his mind.
Are you crazy? You know we have met it, right? Why? Why are you going to save him now? Because I can't just watch him die.
Finally, his conscience wins over his love.
You and Yansen are different to me. You're like my younger brother, although you are willful, lambustious and wanton. But you're always my dearest one. Ajahn.
At least, he can think clearly now.
So, even if you're lying to me, tricking me, using me, I don't mind. Because I'm sincere. But nothing in this world is more important than life and death. I can't just watch someone to die without saving him. I'm Fu Wenshen. I care about you, but I can't hurt my friends because of this. Don't go.
Hao Dian tries to stop Fu Wenshen by grabbing his hand.
Ajahn, please listen to me. Even if Jin Yansen were dead, it would be just an accident, and it would have nothing to do with you or me. As long as you are willing to turn a blind eye to this matter, I'll always stay beside you in the future.
Fu Wenshen furrows his eyebrows at him and shakes off his hand.
No need. Please leave. What?
Hao Dian opens his mouth in disbelief that Fu Wenshen actually rejected him.
Things between us is over.
Well said, Fu Wenshen.
Forever.
Fu Wenshen leaves immediately without thinking twice
Ajahn,
or looking back to Jiang Hao Dian again. He finally can get away from that toxic relationship. Meanwhile, the scene jumps back to Jing Chao and Jin Yenshen again. Jing Chao is seen struggling carrying JJN Yenshen on her back heading out of the mountain.
Jin Yansen, you'll be fine. I'll definitely take you out of here.
Jin Yenshen persuades her to leave him.
Jing Chao, if you do this, we will not be able to get out in the end. You put me down.
I won't.
But Jing Chao refuses his request and keeps carrying him along. She then tells Jin Yenshen to remember their promise.
Jin Yansen, remember. You promised me to take me back if you dare to lie to me. I won't forgive you forever.
She then realizes that Jin Yenshen doesn't respond to her at all. She turns her head around to check on him, which has already passed out again.
Jin Yansen? Jin Yansen?
She panics and keeps telling Jin Yenshen to not die.
Jin Yansen, you cannot die. Did you hear me? You must not die.
She keeps carrying him along to head out the mountain.
I'll definitely take you out of here.
But suddenly, she steps on an empty air and loses her balance, and the chapter ends.